I really want to talk to you about the book that I read, which is called Cleopatra and Frankenstein by Coco Mellors, which has touched me deeply, and I really would like to, as a person who struggles with both addiction and mental illness, 9 years sober, and was diagnosed in schizophrenia a few years ago. I live in London, and I'm Ukrainian, so I'm a war refugee. It's taken a toll on me, so I think it affected my mental health, because my first episode started back in 2013, when the revolution just got an outburst, and they've started. I was feeling like the government's gonna punish the people, and I couldn't handle it. I mean, I knew they were gonna come for them, because they've started doing some things like breaking stuff, and just like people for Palestine are breaking stuff right now because they can't stand people being killed. And, well, for our nation, it's an important century-long war that has its history of genocide from Russian people towards Ukrainians. And now, as I've heard one of our previous politicians speaking, the ones that we support as a nation and respect, Viktor Yushchenko, and he said that currently it's the final divergence from the USSR, the colonial, communist, gone wrong stuff, because theoretically communism can be good, maybe, I don't know, because there's currently a lot of stuff going on through people's minds who haven't never been through communism, and I'm like, grow up, it's not pretty, it's not fine, you don't own anything, and you gotta stand in a line with a ticket to get some sausage. It's just, I'm just saying, I never seen it, but my parents have, and it's not pretty. Okay. Cleopatra. We're talking about Cleo, a young girl I associated myself with for along, because I also had a huge crush. I don't know if it's a crush. I am still in love with this person who is 17 years senior, and he's an amazing man, and I feel incredibly aroused as well. So I'm just gonna speak about it because it makes no sense to hide it, and there's some tension, something very incredible and loving and cherishing and passionate at the same time. And I felt for this cute erotic couple that, you know, felt out of line, but they felt out of line together, kind of. So for me, it went downhill, and I didn't know what to do. By the way, I'm very grateful for Coco Mellors to introduce the Russian character, who turned out the complete prick and an ass. And after I read the chapter with the Russian guy, I was like, I'm gonna just, you know, like, get rid of this book. I can't read that Russian culture glorification. But I was like, I'm gonna give the book a shot. It kind of gives the good vibes. Maybe she's gonna make him a bad guy. And here again I come with my predictions. Schizophrenic talking, predictions. Maybe I invented it myself and nothing ever happened. Okay, so the book being Cleo recovering from her suicide attempt, which was gratefully stopped by Frank. When she says in the hospital to Santiago that she wants her mom, who died from suicide, with schizophrenia, and me struggling with my suicidal thoughts every day. When Cleo was 15, I have a sister now. My sibling, half-sibling, probably. I don't know how to say it properly because we're not genetically connected. They're just kids of my mother's husband, and I love them deeply. And I just, I can't imagine them losing me now because I just can't fight for another day and ending up like that in the future. So that book kind of saved my life, more or less, given me another reason to live. And I would like to say to all of those people who say it glorifies the drug abuse and mental illness, it does not. It shows you how not pretty it is. It shows you that you can recover by a freaking miracle. And I am very upset nobody is talking about the Eleanor character. Because the thing is, I relate to her more. Because no matter what, I kind of knew I was no longer associating myself with Cleo as long as she arrived. I mean, I didn't know where it was going to be, but I stopped rooting for this relationship, started over and over again, because I didn't know who I wanted to associate myself with, and I just wanted to end up with this man that I'm in love with, so Frank. And at the same time, I was freaking ready to give him away if somewhere he is loved way more than with me. And that is what I love about myself the most, because I can understand that I'm not the most loving person in the world and probably not the most stable. And I can't for sure give the person I love the most away if I'm sure that somewhere else is loved more and is happy. So the book has made me incredibly happy because I kind of got this feeling from the Eleanor Frank couple, as if you ever seen the movie Zack and Miri Making Porno, when there are two friends who are broke and they decide to make money by making a porno film because they both like porn. And they discuss every day which poses they're gonna shag each other in, and then they end up just staring into each other's eyes for some minutes while they slowly make love, and everybody's staring in and like, it was hella boring, man, what are you doing? You're broke, you spoiled the film. And then they get together, obviously, because yeah, it's kind of given that 30 seconds love making that ends up on them collapsing onto each other and almost dying from happiness. That's kind of very touching. I just feel like it's exactly what would happen if we were to get together. Even if we're both, kind of have kinky humor. So I associate myself with Eleanor much. And this man is going through addiction, and I was too. I relapsed a year and a half ago, sober again. I don't consider myself being breaking off of my sober leash entirely, because I'm actually sober from drugs, hard drugs, such as PV, and this is the synthetic euphoric. It's actually called synthetic angel dust. Angel dust, yeah, whatever. So it's very addictive, and it destroys your brain in a month. Yeah. I kind of think it affected my brain, but I know people who was also on this drug and they're fine. So it's not only the drug, it's how I get affected, how much I care about my people, about my country, about my heart getting broken. I got diagnosed in 2023, but my first hospitalization was in the winter of the Maidan Revolution of Dignity, which made Ukraine popular in the USA. I was like, yeah, Ukraine is popular. Finally, you have to learn about my people. Anyways, the book saved my life, made me cry, made me root for both of the relationship, whether I am the one who's ending up with the person I love or not. And realizing that love is real. But to be honest, as a person with some of the Roma legacy, I did not like. I mean, I'm not sure I have a Roma legacy, but my grandmother told me that one of my grandfathers was a Roma. So, and I look darker than Slavic image. I don't like where Slavic image is going right now because it's giving me the Führer vibes. I don't like the white, blue-eyed, blonde nation that we are, because we're not. And there's plenty of brown-eyed people in Ukraine. There's a beautiful song which goes like brown eyes and dark brows. So it's kind of us. So okay, where I was saying that the book says the G word about Roma people and kind of depicts them in a stereotypical and awful way. That kind of awful that I haven't even heard about that type of stereotype. It's in one of the last pages, but anyways, thank you for clarification that Russian models aren't Russian. I mean, thank you for clarifying that Ukrainian model was in fact not Russian. That's important, but I kind of wish there was less mentioning of Russians. Thank you for bringing up that there's a lot of rotten things in their mentality, which is imperialistic, colonialistic, and makes them mostly think that they're part of something great, like Ruski, like very glorifying lack of responsibility for the actions of people you attach yourself to. I'm gonna read Peter Pomerantsev about Russian propaganda and how he worked in Russia. I've ordered 2 books. They've arrived yesterday separately. From WorldOfBooks, by the way, if you boycott Amazon, there's WorldOfBooks or AbeBooks as well. Thank you so much for watching me. I know I've delved a lot into a nationalistic stuff, and not only about Frankenstein and Cleopatra. So I'm gonna name my video appropriately. But thank you, Coco, for this book. And I know I'm late on the train, but I just couldn't stand the idea of reading it before I read more important things for myself, which was questions of race, Ukrainian history, of kind of recalling everything I've learned at school. By the way, in school, you call it schizophrenic, call it whatever. When I was in 5th grade and I was studying history, all of the stuff that Russian people did to us, I knew they were gonna do that again. I knew that the war was gonna happen. I mean, I didn't tell anyone because I'll be crazy, but I knew that's gonna come a day. I mean, I had to learn Russian to achieve something in this country. This is exactly it. There's no discrimination of Russian language in Ukraine. It's quite the opposite. So if you're speaking Ukrainian in your own country, you're called derogatory words. You're discriminated against. You can't get a job. It's not what they tell you. A Red Scare could be magnified, could be distorted. But colonialism they come from is bad, truly bad. So what I want you to learn from that. Don't write about Russians if you don't want Ukrainian girls to talk about your book. Only in that context. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. I love to think that my video could reach some people and make them think about struggling through mental health. I said it again. Struggling through addictions, through war, genocide. I also wanted to say that I don't know what to do about Palestine. I don't know what to do about Israel. I don't know what to boycott. I mean, I would gladly boycott whatever because, anyways, I don't believe that Jewish people and people of Israel don't deserve to live in that land. But the same, I don't deserve that Palestinians don't deserve to live in Palestine, which is the name of the land. So people have to historically correct this. This conflict is thousands of years old. And we need people from all over the world, both non-Islamophobic and non-anti-Semitic, to unite to solve this thing. Thank you so much. Ukrainian girl here. Kind of wish I was more Ukrainian when I was little. So I had to learn Russian so one day I could speak Ukrainian in my country freely. And this day will come. I believe it. Borscht here, which is also Ukrainian. People, they would love to support people who survived genocide. But the UN has rejected Ukraine's appeal to admit that Russia is committing the genocide, which it is. And Israel has sent Ukraine some help, military help that she's needed. So most of the Ukrainians are affiliated with Israel. Absolutely understandable. I am free Palestine, but I don't support genocide of Jewish people. It should not be happening. Hamas is sponsored by Russia, by the way. It's not very democratically elected, same as it was not very democratically elected. Our president of 2010, the Yanukovych, the one we impeached in 2013. So, yeah, Russia is the enemy. Maybe not the ultimate enemy, because there's also American colonialism, which is striking, piping hot, but who knows? There's a lot of people, a lot of more people who need to reject fascism that they are, who support that. And that is true. And we shall stand together. Worldwide, united. That's what I want. That's what I need. Sorry. I'm just kind of hoping he will see it and maybe talk to me. I mean, the man I'm in love with. If he doesn't, I hope I will be fine. But I don't think I will, so. Maybe I'll be ill all my life, and that's fine. And it's not his fault as well. His fault is he never done anything wrong to me. He never hurt me. It just hurts he's not in love with me. Or if he is, probably hurts even more. Okay, thank you.